Hello there. One of the subscribers to the channel has asked, how did I go from being in Wales to the University of Aberdeen, and what kind of a journey was it? So I'll take a moment just to tell you how I got started in my journey in forestry. So I grew up in West Yorkshire in an urban area, but I was active in Scouts, liked camping and walking, getting out and about, and back in the early 90s when they used to give you career questionnaires and it printed out the answer on a spool printer, it said, oh, forester or gamekeeper. And I looked them both up and forestry seemed more appealing. So I found out that I could go to the University of Aberdeen or the University of Bangor or Edinburgh. And in the end I went to Aberdeen, which was great because my mum's Scottish. And it was a 4-year course, but what's really special, and it's why I'm sharing it, is there is so much possibility and variety in forestry. So I strung these 4 years in Aberdeen out to 5 years. So I did 1 year in Aberdeen in my first year, then did my second year of university at the University of British Columbia, did all my second year courses in Vancouver, which was immense. Then I did my third year in Aberdeen, and then my fourth year as a gap year, I worked for the Northern Ireland Forest Service, and I got all that practical experience, got my chain torch ticket, planted trees, did lots of mensuration, estimating timber volumes. And got my head around it all. And when I came back to my fourth year in Aberdeen, wrote my management plan and my thesis, and I was fortunate enough after university to be recruited by Forestry Commission Wales. So I moved down to the South Wales valleys, and I essentially worked for 15 years as a forester in the public sector, doing forest planning, long-term forest plans, clear fell planning and programming. And then after 15 years, with 3 years in Natural Resources Wales, managing the timber harvesting south of the A44, I joined Prior and Rickett Silviculture as a forest manager in the private sector. And that was, I was surprised at how quickly that all changed. So I went from being a forest manager to being a director in 8 years. And now I'm working for Bromwen and Abbey as the operations director. So in 24 years, after graduating from university, I've had a very varied career where I've delivered work in the public sector, the private sector and the third sector in their woodlands. And yes, a day-to-day challenge for me is I can be out assessing thinnings in beautiful woodlands like this, and I can be preparing to chair the council at the Institute of Chartered Foresters. But yeah, that's how I went from Yorkshire to Aberdeen to Northern Ireland, and then down to Wales. Grand Slam. You can't beat forestry as a career. I'm Andrew Sorby, and I'm your friendly neighbourhood chartered forester.